Hey everybody, it's your Sam and I am here again with another video. So a couple of updates. I have finally gotten my hair done. Has a little bit of purple in it. You can't really see it in this light, but I dyed it purple and got a little cut. That's different. And another update is that I did finish Project Earth Witch on the 12th, which was a Sunday. I finished it a little earlier than I had planned. I thought that December was going to be pretty much a slack month where I didn't do much of anything. I just dabbled here and there, but I finished it. It's sitting right now at 64,129 words, and that of course is not by any means fully complete. It is just a first draft. It's rough, but it's done. For that, I kind of wanted to delve a little bit deeper into my Project Earth Witch just to give you a little bit more information about it. So first things first is the main character. Her name is Nita. She is a Earth Witch. In this world, she is part of a generational witch family. That means that she is descended from a long line of Earth Witches. Now, there have been other elemental witches that have married into her family, but the Earth Witch gene, per se, is prominent. This particular family is indigenous. They are mostly Cherokee, and there is a little bit of Scotch-Irish Druidism in them too. Now, there are 8 elements in my book. We have spirit, air, water, fire, earth, light, dark, and energy. None of these really fully cancel each other out. How the witches use these elements is they have a certain tone in their body, and that ties them with the element, that ties them with the magic of the world, and that ties them with their coven magic. Now, Earth Witches are known to be the bass tone. They're the tone that pulls all the other tones together and creates a musical harmony that can create massive projects. That's about all I'm going to say for that because I don't want to spoil it. Another one of the characters is my main male lead. His name is Jasper Price. He has been with Nita forever. His family life wasn't so great growing up, so he spent a lot of time over at Nita's house because his best friend was Shakoba, who is Nita's oldest brother. Needless to say, Jasper and Nita pretty much grew up together. Jasper is kind of just part of the family, and she had a crush on him forever. Not that he really knew about it. Maybe he did, but he didn't act on it. There's the romance plot. The thing that starts this story off is that Shakoba goes missing, and it's a huge mystery because Jasper doesn't really remember what happened, and Jasper was the last one to see Shakoba. So of course Nita kinda sorta flies off at the handle and assumes that Jasper is the reason why Shakoba is missing, or he's just not telling her the whole story, and that just makes her angry, period. That whole love situation that was going on, it already has a monkey wrench in it because Nita thinks that either Jasper's lying to her, not telling her the whole story, or is the reason why her brother is missing. This story is set in a town called Murphy, and some of you might have heard of it. I have talked about it a lot on my streams. It is my hometown, Murphy, North Carolina. I'm setting this story there because it is familiar, and I just feel like this needs a nice mountain setting that's kind of backwoods. Everybody's kind of secretive, but also everybody knows everybody else's secrets. And Murphy is my home. It's something that I've known for my whole life. I think writing about something that you're that familiar with just helps the words flow. Hence the reason why I kind of finished the project early. It was easy to write, and I think setting it in Murphy was part of the reason why. Another little thing is we have a familiar, and the familiar is a raccoon. He is Nita's familiar. His name is going to be Belsaurus. He is a fat little chubby raccoon who likes corn on the cob. Buttered corn on the cob, I should say. Nita does have a best friend. Her name is Christy Jump, and she's kind of just a country girl, and she's trying to get a foothold on a modeling career. Now, for those of you that know Murphy, you know Murphy is about 2 hours away from anywhere important. That includes Asheville, Atlanta, and Knoxville, Tennessee, or Cleveland, Tennessee, Chattanooga, Tennessee, depending on which city you prefer in Tennessee, and the roads that you take. There is a modeling agency that Christy has kind of gotten a few jobs with down in Atlanta, and she travels down to Atlanta, but she also stays at home a lot because the modeling career hasn't quite picked up for her yet. So she's around Nita a lot, and her and Nita are thick as thieves. Now, for the story, Shakoba is not the only one that is missing. Nita soon finds out that there are a lot of witch families that are missing some family members. And as the story goes on, the plot thickens. She finds out that there's at least one, sometimes 2 or 3 of each element missing. Now, these necessarily don't know how to use magic. They were not born using the correct tones. They never learned how they use the tones, therefore they never learned how to use their magic. The magical gene was not necessarily passed down to them. Anyway, that is a little bit more about the Earth Witch Project, and I'm going to touch a little bit on my plans for the rest of December. Coming up, I'm going to have a video on planning for the new year. I'm going to get back into planning and making goals and planning and the scary stuff and planning. I want to try to finish the ninja stories. I think I have about 2 more stories left to do, and the first draft of What Not to Do as a Ninja will be complete. I also want to plot some of my other projects that I started and I've talked a little bit about here on my channel. One of them is the detective story, the detective project. I want to replot it out and try to renew it to get the blood flowing back in it again and see if I can't finish it in the first quarter of next year. I have 3 books done. I have the first draft of 3 books done. Now, one of those books I've actually edited a couple of times and sent out to beta readers. So yeah, we're getting there. I'm hoping 2022 is going to be my year to be published. Dreams, plans, we've got this. Let me know what your goals are and how you're doing on your projects in the comments down below. I'd love to hear about them and we can talk some strategy. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already so that you can keep up with my projects and know when I'm going to hit some milestones. And also, I do give some tips and tricks on writing and plotting and all that good stuff. Be kind to one another, stay safe, keep writing, and keep being creative. I'll see you next time.